Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Joe Dispenza. Summary audiobook. Did you know that you can improve your life just by changing your thoughts? In this video, you will discover how to do it. Your mind controls all your actions, including your thoughts, emotions, behaviors, and interactions with others. Your brain defines your identity and influences all your decisions. New science is advancing and explains to us that all human beings have the ability to create the reality of their choice using the power of their mind. In this audiobook, you will learn about the quantum field, how your brain works, the power of meditation, about the higher mind, and how to change your habits. Dr. Joe Dispenza demonstrates the possibilities through scientifically proven biology, genetics, brain chemistry, neuroscience, and quantum physics. By changing your brain, you will transform your reality. In the book, Stop Being You, you will discover how to achieve tangible results in all areas of your life. You will explore the concept of quantum reality, which views the physical world as a field of information that encompasses everything and nothing at the same time. The existence of this quantum field means that there is not a single fixed reality, but rather multiple potentials that we can manifest if we wish. For example, by visualizing your new home in all its details, you are drawing attention to one of the possible realities. This vision can become your dominant reality if you wish. You are the creator of your environment. Dr. Joe Dispenza interprets ancient wisdom and establishes a connection between science and spirituality. He has shared this method with thousands of people in 25 different countries, transforming lives from the inside out. We should never wait for science to give us permission to do the unusual. If we do, then we are turning science into another religion. Till Dr. Joe Dispenza. The brain rules your life. Current research on the brain, the quantum field, and our consciousness offers opportunities for personal development and the deployment of our full potential. We now know that the human mind can create a new reality and overcome incurable diseases. This guide provides detailed information on how to apply these new scientific discoveries in daily life. By changing old habits for new ones, we develop our brain. What we believe and how we believe it has an impact on the world around us. We have the ability to choose our thoughts. By controlling our thoughts, we gain the power to influence the outside world. By changing our mindset and attitude towards the world around us, we can create an improved version of ourselves and a new reality. True power lies in our attitudes and beliefs. We become what we believe. Our perception of truth is determined by our environment. Society, our friends, our family, and our genetic characteristics influence our fundamental beliefs. The traditional system of life, in which society plays a predominant role, needs to be updated. The time has come for change and to adopt a new approach to thinking. It is time for a new reality that fits our personal needs. Changing common stereotypes in society is a challenge. Stereotypes make our lives easier and prevent us from having to make decisions. The brain does not need to make an effort to think. However, stereotypical thinking limits the brain's ability to improve our lives and health. Taking steps towards change means leaving our comfort zone. But isn't having a higher quality life worth the effort? You can transform your life by changing your usual perspective on the world. Keep going until you reach your goals and use this knowledge to achieve self-actualization. Intellectual energy can influence particulate matter to transform the natural state of things. You must have complete confidence that other possibilities exist beyond your current reality. Simply implant in your mind the belief that it is possible. There are an infinite number of potential realities that you can materialize. Your brain has the power to achieve this. The observer effect. The observer effect is a way to manifest the life you have been longing for a long time. To understand it, it is necessary to understand that the world is made up of countless subatomic fragments, such as electrons. These exist as potentials until the observer perceives them. They can be everything and nothing at the same time. When the observer focuses his attention on the electrons, all their possibilities materialize. With our thoughts and feelings, we choose our reality. Think of a new way to change your life. When observers examine an electron closely, they incorporate it into reality. This discovery confirms that there is a connection between mind and matter. Your energy flows to where you direct your focus. In other words, if you think about something positive, you are channeling your energy to materialize this joyful event. According to quantum theory, all realities exist simultaneously. For example, there is a reality in which you get a new job and another in which you don't. You can choose the one you like the most. In the quantum field, there is already a reality in which you are happy, healthy, and own that dream car. Your mind can act as the observer that generates the electrons. The reality you dream of is waiting for you to realize it. Our thoughts and feelings connect us to the quantum field. It is crucial to understand that wanting something and having a goal is not enough. Emotional to achieve this desire. When we have obvious passion and feel excited and joyful, the quantum field interprets this state as a request for manifestation. The quantum field responds to what we are, not our desires. Attention is the key to making your thoughts and ideas tangible. The subconscious has the ability to manifest anything from unlimited energy. Consciousness and energy are closely connected. Each of us has the power to influence the world around us. Although in the past it was believed that reality was predestined, new discoveries in the field of quantum physics contradict this belief. We are elements of an invisible energy field that contains infinite realities. We can impact this field through our thoughts and emotions. Continue thinking in the usual way to create a familiar reality. If we perform the same actions every day, we create the same reality. Old habits, thoughts, and memories are so ingrained in our consciousness that they control our minds. They dictate who we are and how we feel. When we wake up in the morning, we observe our surroundings and remember our identity thanks to the familiar things around us. There's my blue toothbrush, my floral print coffee mug, and the bus I always take to work. And we continue to perform actions that we have memorized so well, sometimes without even realizing it. We meet familiar people at work, exchange standard phrases, and carry out routine tasks. We go to the same grocery store for milk, only to drink our morning coffee from the same flowery mug. And the cycle continues day after day. If we keep sowing the same seed, how can anything new grow? We identify ourselves through habits and past experiences. Remembering and reflecting on past events are brain functions. The brain stores knowledge of every event we have experienced. If an event repeats itself, we will know how to react based on previous history. The nerve cells that make up our intellect reflect everything related to our lives. We create patterns quickly if we think and act habitually. This example makes our actions so automatic that it is difficult to understand and evaluate them. According to this template, we establish the reality created by the brain in the quantum field as something natural and only possible. We need to change our personalities to get out of this closed cycle. And to achieve this, we need to think differently. The power of thought is so great that when we focus on something and imagine it, the brain does not distinguish it from our experience in the external environment. When we act and feel that our dream has already come true, we gathered the necessary team to make it a reality. We prepare and reconfigure to achieve a new reality. First we change, and only then does our reality. A habit is the way the body controls your mind. 95% of our reactions are automatic, which shows that the vast majority of our actions are carried out unconsciously. We are like robots following a set of instructions. We are not creating a new reality. We are simply reproducing learned patterns. These automatic reactions include skills such as walking and reading, as well as the habit of blaming others and lack of self-confidence. It is essential to understand that thoughts are linked to the mind and feelings are related to the body. The subconscious is a compendium of physical and mental abstractions that occur beyond the realm of consciousness. Awareness. When we connect with our emotions, we allow the body to take control of the mind. Let's imagine, for example, that yesterday you had an argument with a passerby on the street. Today you remember that situation and think, "I was really angry." You bring this sensation to mind and relive it progressively. The more you think about it, the more intense your anger becomes. Feelings and thoughts merge, and the body takes over the mind. You may even forget why you were angry, as the voice of the mind is silenced when emotions take over. Or, for example, you consider yourself a person who always disappoints others. You may not even remember why you have that perception about yourself, but you have lived with this belief for many years. During this time, your body has learned to release chemicals that cause frustration. The body considers this state as typical, habitual, or desirable, and plays it. It's like living in constant stress. When you get used to this state, you become dependent on it. Even if an outsider tells you that you don't let others down, you're unlikely to believe it. Your body quickly takes you back to your usual reactions because it thinks the feeling of disappointment is what you need. To create a new you, you need to know who you are now. Continue from here. The first stage in regaining control of your mind is to identify your old habits and attitudes. The self-observation stage is where we consciously get to know ourselves. What shapes our thoughts and feelings? We experience profound transformations in our lives when we challenge and renew our beliefs. Thoughts are the primary engine that drives our course. Feelings, emotions, and behaviors are its echo. By reframing our mental perspective, we unlock innovative experiences that mark the beginning of a personal revolution. Each new experience generates fresh emotions that we record in our memory, impregnating our subconscious. It is essential to deepen our knowledge of brain structure to understand how thoughts reshape our existence. The brain is made up of three crucial areas: the neocortex, the limbic brain, and the cerebellum. Let's analyze each of these parts to better understand their influence on our being. The neocortex, the thinking center of the brain in neuroscience. The neocortex is the most recent and advanced discovery. It is where our consciousness and individuality live. The neocortex is the developer of the brain. The neocortex builds, anticipates, fights, and speaks. Collectively, it stimulates knowledge and experience. The limbic brain helps form long-term memories. We remember events more effectively thanks to the emotions we experience. The neocortex and limbic brain awaken memories. Thus, we can express what we have learned or practiced without effort. The limbic system governs the experience and expression of emotions. The cerebellum, this brain region, performs multiple vital functions. It governs motor learning, balance, attention, and speech. The cerebellum is also the seat of our subconscious, a vast and dynamic archive that accumulates everything from simple skills to complex emotions, reactions, and instincts. It houses both practical knowledge, like holding a fork, and moving memories, like witnessing a child's first steps. Quantum models of reality open the door for us to transform from our current state to our ideal version. If we can get our brain to convince our body that it already lives in the desired reality, we can actually move to it. It is essential to feel and live as if that reality were already ours. This connects us with a universe of possibilities existing in the quantum field, which can manifest by focusing our attention and energy on them. Did you know? Unlike computers and phones, our brains never become saturated. It is impossible to accumulate so much information that it exceeds your storage capacity. Your ability to learn and retain is practically unlimited. Change your nature and unlearn your old habits. You must forget your old nature to distance your mind from your previous self. There are 7 steps to renew your personality. Induction, recognition, admit and declare, surrender, observe and remember, redirect, create and rehearse. First, we must unlearn, then we must learn again. Induction. To achieve this, focus on a habit, specific one you want to modify. Let's say your goal is to eliminate your negative reaction to criticism. Choose a serene place, close your eyes, and remember the moment when anger and resentment completely invade you. Then, visualize how you overcome them. Perhaps in the past you have already managed to effectively manage your responses to destructive criticism. This previous experience can be your point of support in this technique. Recognize it. It consists of identifying your emotions, mental states, and reactions. By making them visible, they give us the opportunity to transform them. The more frequently we observe them, the more aware we will be of our ability to alter these habitual patterns. Be empowered, be free, be unlimited, be creative, be genius, be divine. That is what you are. Dr. Joe Dispenza admit and declare vulnerability is the door to change. Start by getting rid of your automatic reactions and connecting you with a higher consciousness. By striving to make these connections, you forge a link to a higher intelligence. You embrace your shadow aspects and shape yourself a new vision of who you aspire to be. Surrendering involves letting go of everything we know and opening ourselves to new perspectives. Observe and remember this step is an extension of recognizing. Here, you not only perceive your emotions and reactions, but you also observe the manifestations of both your old self and your new self. You constantly remind yourself of the person you no longer want to be. Every time you fall back into an old reaction or pattern, gently remind yourself of your new mindset. Yes, you will need to readjust your focus frequently, but this will build a life full of consciousness. In this phase, it is crucial to practice a new thought pattern daily until it becomes natural. Daily meditation, practice, and conscious reflection are valuable tools in this process. Conclusion: the revelations about the quantum field, electrons, and energy open doors to unprecedented possibilities for the common human being. By understanding the particularities of our physiology and brain dynamics, we can direct our lives towards quality and happiness. Although our brain naturally resists drastic changes, and our body tends to develop automatic habits, thus creating a comfort zone, it is precisely the changes that reveal hidden realities and allow us to see the familiar from completely new perspectives. Significant transformations in our lives, relationships, and physical well-being are the result of subtle variations in how we use our brains. Our ability to influence matter, circumstances, and our mentality, without directly interacting with external factors, demonstrates our vast capabilities. Intellectuals, exploring the immense potential of the human brain and its amazing capabilities is within the reach of anyone, at any stage of life. No matter where you are now or what you are doing, you always have the ability to transform yourself and your reality. Try this. Body part induction. This technique involves being aware of the location of each part of your body, even just with your mind. Try to feel and be aware of the position of each segment of your body. This exercise helps the brain relax and achieve balance. Water lifting practice. Sit down and release your body. Imagine that water begins to fill the room you are sitting in, slowly rising until it completely envelops you. Guided meditation. Guided meditation focuses on breathing slowly, facilitating a deep immersion in the meditative state. The capacity of our brain to learn and store information is vast, surpassing that of any technological device. There is no limit to the amount of information it can contain. This unique feature allows us to explore and absorb knowledge in an unlimited way. If you enjoyed this audiobook, leave your comment and share it.